Oh wait, no, it just went to another video.
Is it a new stream?
Hang on, let me see.
Oh man,
Is this
we're
a
back.
new one? Yeah, started streaming less than a minute ago.
All right, we're back. I'm gonna.
All right.
All right, yeah, sure, we're back. David Njoku. That's what we were talking about, right? Damn it, now it's a whole nother link. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm just putting it on the Snapchat real quick because it's a different link. All right, we'll take this whole part out real quick. We'll be fine.
This is why we have the listeners. This is what they come here for.
Waiting, sitting around.
The
behind
the scenes.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
All right, we're back.
Make them work to find the stream.
Yeah, no, we send them out 2 links, see which one they click on. This is what real followers.
It's a cat and mouse game.
It is. It is a cat and mouse game.
We don't want to have too much traffic on our YouTube page.
And I wonder why. All right. Where do you want to pick up? We can pick up in like
Joku still. We might have exhausted that.
Nah, but I mean, we haven't even talked about why we brought it up. All right. Well, give me 3 seconds and we'll start it again. Okay. So back to David Njoku. He was in all these trade rumors. They signed Austin Hooper, and now they paid him the big bucks, and he was really good this week. And
I mean, do we expect him to be like an actual receiving threat for them now?
I feel like he's been, at least this season, I guess so far, he's been more productive than he has in the past, and this game solidifies it. He was open a lot and got a lot.
He had 4 catches in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Nah, well then maybe I'm wrong. But this game was a start of one. It could be his breakout.
He's only 26.
Yeah, he's not old, and he is like, if talk about build wise and speed wise, he should be a good receiver. So I would like to see David Njoku get out there and really make.
He's one of those guys where like every time you see him or you hear about him, you remember, like you said, you're like, oh, well, he was a first-round pick.
Yeah, David Njoku. Yeah, no, that guy used to drop a lot of balls for the Browns.
Yeah, that one year I drafted him in fantasy,
and he did nothing.
My starting tight end.
Yeah,
right.
No, I remember drafting him in fantasy every year. It'd be like, oh, this is the sleeper pick.
Yeah,
David Njoku.
Well, there was one year where he wasn't a sleeper; he was a breakout.
Yes, and then the other ones are
sleepers. A bust. So the year after you're a bust, you become a sleeper.
Yep.
But he's been asleep for a while.
You know what I'm sad about?
What?
Is that when Watson gets back, this is gonna be a good Browns team.
Yep.
Like good.
And there's nothing preventing you from rooting for them right now either.
Yeah.
But aside from the fact that he's just sitting waiting.
Dude, I didn't know they also have Chester Rogers. Man, I knew they had Chester Rogers. I picked him to win the Super Bowl. Amari Cooper looks good. He's starting to look good into putting his Browns uniform, making Jerry Jones look like an idiot. Love it when that happens.
Oh.
But it's weird though. It's like they have Amari Cooper, they use David Njoku this game, and then they have no one else besides the 2 running backs.
I just pulled up the list.
Yeah, besides the 2 running backs, they have no one else. Donovan Peoples-Jones, he got 1 catch and is like never. I don't even know who David Bell is.
That name sounds familiar.
Is he a rookie? Yeah, he is. He's a rookie out of Purdue.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Maybe I've heard that name, maybe not.
But
they've never had receivers.
No.
Name a good Browns receiver in your lifetime.
No, it's like Jarvis Landry.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah, Josh Gordon, Jarvis Landry.
Like
that's
7 games.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. But it seems to work because of this running attack is insane. It's the best in the league.
Well, and that's how they won the games that they won last year. That's how they did it.
Yeah. Yep.
Just run the ball down your throat.
Running attack.
and play good defense. And it works against teams like the Steelers.
Oh yeah, because
don't
you're
even
not
have to
worried
try on
about.
defense.
Yeah, you don't have to do much. Very similar stat lines by Mr. Mitch and Brissett, but one had 2 touchdowns, one had 0. I guess Mitch had a rushing one. So,
I mean, it also like the Steelers had 2 good drives, pretty much.
yeah, no, it was those 14 points
That's
in the
it.
second quarter, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
And then they squeaked out 3 in the fourth. All right, is there anything else we need to talk about this game?
No, I don't even know why we've talked about it this long.
I do have to mention beforehand they were talking about the Browns fans, how crazy and wild they are on Amazon, and in the stands that Andrew Whitworth went up to, there was a Dolphins fan, right front and center.
To and on.
Where
Reds.
yeah, they're ready. They're ready.
They're everywhere. They say that about Miami fans. Travel.
They travel when it's not even their teams. They travel. Yeah, so that was pretty funny. And they also never mentioned that all of them support a really bad person. And they do really bad things. It's not just the supporting of it. Like, sure,
No,
he's your
it's
quarterback.
the,
It's the
like,
it's the celebration of it.
Propping him up for it.
Yeah. To saying it's all right. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's finally get rid of this game. Let's look at the week 3
Stop
slate.
giving us these games, please.
Yeah, we beg of you.
Don't want to watch the Steelers on primetime ever again.
No, they should just be like the Bears, the Steelers, any team that doesn't have any offense. Hell, the Pats. Just don't put them on prime time. No one wants to watch it.
Or what they should do, I don't know. I'm gonna look at their schedule and see when the next primetime game is. They should be forced to start Kenny Pickett.
I like that.
October
too.
23rd in Miami. I'm assuming that's Sunday night. That should be Pickett's first start or second start.
I like it.
So.
You think it's coming soon?
It has to be. Mike Tomlin also was so like vehemently against benching Mitch that means that it's coming soon. I think.
The old switcheroo.
Like, yeah, right. Never like, oh, we might make a change. It's like, no, Mitch is our guy, and then all of a sudden he's not your guy. So I think the more like on board he is with Mitch publicly, like the more confidence he's actually losing behind the scenes.
That seems about right. Mike Tomlin, it just seems like every time he loses, like he really wants to murder someone.
Yeah, his eyes get all crazy.
He gets
That's
angry.
scary.
Yeah, he gets angry. All right, let's run down the slate. Wise picks. Right now we are 8-4, 50% on the year. Let's keep it going. And I'm
50%.
8-4. 50%.
Yeah, that's 8 for 12 though.
Wait. Yeah, never mind. You're right. We're above 50%.
66%.
Yeah. You're right. Good point. Good snag there. All right. I'm starting out. I'm hopping. It's week 3. I haven't fell for it yet. The trap's here, and I'm jumping. I'm diving in, nose deep. Chiefs -5.5 versus the Colts. It's the trappiest trap game so far we've had,
Yeah.
and I'm all in for it.
The Colts have tied the Texans,
Mm-hmm.
and they got shut out by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Also,
And now they're facing the team who's arguably looked the best in the NFL so far.
we didn't get to mention. Well, we forgot to mention that with the Jaguars beating the Colts last week, they've beaten them now 5 years in a row in Jacksonville. Within those 5 years, they've had the first overall pick twice. Just wanted to point that out.
That's such a weird situation. Like Jacksonville doesn't seem like a tough place to play whatsoever. The weather's nice. It's like
Colts
not
can't
a
win in
lot of
Florida, apparently.
fan support. Yeah, I guess not.
Weird.
But yeah, this is the trap of traps this week, and there are a couple of them. 5.5 is not that many points.
That's why it's weird. Like, that's why I had to take it. It was the first one I saw, and it was like 5.5 for the Chiefs. The Chiefs have been, you're right, one of the best teams we've seen so far in the NFL. And sure, they played a close one against Herbert and the Chargers, but that's one of the best rosters in the NFL. So this this Colts team, as we've seen so far, is not one of the best rosters in the NFL.
No, and Matt Ryan looks terrible. It looks like it was a horrible decision. He looks washed. Doesn't fit there. They're also going to be playing desperate.
I'm looking at the game preview right now. The first headline, Chiefs vs. Colts. Matt Ryan has dominated KC in the past. Uh-oh.
There you go.
I'm not worried. Like, I don't think, I have there's no fear in this Colts team whatsoever. So 5.5, that's easy. I can get a touchdown. Like, the Chiefs can win by a touchdown. I think they're gonna win by like 4 touchdowns, but yeah, I think they can.
I know. Remember, when I see Chiefs Colts, this game's in Indy. I think about that playoff game, Andrew Luck, when they came back from down like 41-10 or something crazy like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that
against the Chiefs in the wild card. So just that image alone makes me a little bit nervous.
This is Matt Ryan. This ain't Andrew Luck.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. This could be a surprise game.
It'll be interesting because you're right. Bounce back. They just got shut out by the Jags. They're gonna come. Jonathan Taylor's gonna be probably getting 40 carries. So.
Well, that is an issue. Is that they might not be able to give him the ball that much because they're not gonna stop the Chiefs.
No.
They're gonna be down 14-0 before they even blink,
mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden you have to start throwing the ball.
Yep. And that's when Matt Ryan comes to shine.
Yep. All right. My first pick. I think this is the game of the week, which is at 1:00. Kind of a bummer. Bills, Dolphins. I have the Dolphins +5 at home. Bills are banged up.
They are. They're banged up.
Rookie corners, I think. I don't know if it's recency bias with the Dolphins, but like we knew going into the season that Waddle and Tyreek Hill were really fast and could probably beat anybody.
They're the best duo in the league.
There's fresh meat out there. They are licking their chops at these defensive backs right now.
They are.
Micah Hyde just got ruled out, and I think Poyer's questionable.
So is Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver's out too.
And there's one other guy. One of their other D linemen is out. I forget who it is, but there's a chance that their 4 starting defensive backs will be out for this game. And that's, I don't know. I think it ends up being a shootout. I also like the over in this.
Look, divisional game. As you mentioned, the 2 best wide receivers in league, I think, as in a duo, like a duo.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best duo in the league. Tua resurgence, just got 6 tutties. Got to ride off that.
That's the only thing I'm a little bit worried about.
I was gonna say, are you worried about the disappointment? The disappointment spot.
I am.
You're big on the disappointment spots normally.
I know I am, but they're both 2-0.
Yeah, no,
so
there's
double disappointment.
Yes,
spot.
And well, you talked about recency bias. Technically, the Bills winning on Monday is more recent than the Dolphins,
and
true.
And their win was more impressive.
Yeah, it was. So if anything, it's a disappointment game for the Bills.
That's
and
right.
Dolphins +5. We're on it. We're there.
In all honesty, I don't know. I think this game is close to a coin flip. I think the Dolphins are that good playing at home. I think it's a game decided by a field goal. So that's why I'm comfortable with the 5 points.
I like it. All right. Next up, I have the Texans +3 at the Bears. A real stinker, but if
Are you gonna watch this game?
No, it'll be on Red Zone, but actually it might not be on Red Zone. That's a good point. Look, if the Texans are going to be the team that covers against good teams, then they're going to be the team that's good against bad teams too. So let's just have them win upright against these bad teams. And the Bears throw 10 times a game, so I'm not worried.
They have to let Fields sling it at some point.
Well,
this is the game where it's like, who cares about winning? Let them throw like 50 times just for the hell of it.
And it's like, we get it.
No reason.
We get it. The first game was raining, and then it's like the Sunday night game, and it's like, you're still not letting him throw the ball.
Yeah.
Got it. Noted.
Well, maybe they were just scared of Lambeau Field. They didn't want him to throw like 4 interceptions, but I don't know. It's a loser move.
Yeah, it's definitely a loser move.
They need to throw the ball.
And you're right. This is the game to throw the ball. You got to get it. You got to get it going. You got to get. This is if you want your offense to. These are like both teams. If you want your offense to look good, this is the week to do it. Both defenses are not great.
Yeah, right. Davis too.
Yeah.
Like, Davis should have the keys this week.
Yep. Two sophomore battles coming from Chicago. Right.
Yeah, this game shouldn't even be televised outside of the respective markets. But moving on, all of the games that I picked are going to be entertaining games to watch, I think.
This is the one I'm the most nervous about for your picks, I'm not going to lie.
I have the Vikings -6 against the Lions.
I think the Lions are good.
I think everyone's too high on the Lions.
Oh, so now you're flipped. You're back over to everyone's.
Oh, remember we?
I don't know.
Did the thing with the Bills. Everyone's too high on the Bills. That's conflicting forces. That's a coin flip.
What, Vikings and Lions?
No, the Vikings coming off a terrible loss. It was a Monday night. Like, what do you want them to do?
I'm that Monday night. You might as well throw it out. Kirk
The fact
Cousins
that I
is
didn't
2
take
and
the Eagles that night is lunacy.
Did you know the Kirk Cousins is now 2 for 29 in prime time?
Heck, he has 2 wins. Is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I
remember them both. They beat the Raiders and the Packers on Sunday night when he was in Washington. Never won on Monday or Thursday. No, wait.
I was gonna say I think one of them, the
Maybe
Saints,
one
wasn't it
Thursday.
Monday? The Saints was Monday, wasn't it?
What, when Drew Brees broke the record?
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't. Yeah, no, you guys didn't.
That was Alex Smith in that
Yeah.
game. They got torched. You mean the Saints game where they were up 15 with 2 minutes to go and blew it?
That might have been the one.
That wasn't prime time.
No, okay.
Thank God.
All right. Anyways, Lions. These, I think this is like a true test for the Lions to see. Everyone's high on them right now. Everyone thinks technically they're the most scoring points in the NFC, so that's pretty cool. But this is it. If they can keep scoring points, if they can keep looking good against this Vikings team, they're for real. And I don't know how for real that actually means. They could try to sneak into the playoffs. There's 7 spots now. There's a terrible NFC, but that would be fun. That would be really fun.
Yeah, it's also their first road game of the season, which
Yep.
I think changes things. They were probably a little comfortable at home. I think last week was easy for them, which is sad to say, but it was. I think that Kirk at 1 o'clock is one of the better performing NFL quarterbacks.
I don't know. I think Kirk at 425 is got a little notch above him.
Really?
I feel ever since he's been to Minnesota, I feel like he's always
Maybe,
lighting it
yeah.
up at 445 or 425.
Yeah. But the Vikings are a team where they're good enough where they're not going to have 2 stinkers in a row, I don't think.
I agree. Then I think talent-wise enough, they just can't have 2 stinkers in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, rookie head coach though. The more I think about it, I don't like it that much. I just think that we're too quick to sing the Lions' praises. I think that's it. What it is.
Hey,
6 points is a lot of points though.
hey, you get a touchdown though. I think the Vikings can win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I think Jared Goff has a bad game.
Oof, brutal. Poor Goff. He's caught a stray for no reason.
For no reason, he's the quarterback.
But you were just like, oh, I think he's just gonna have a bad game. I don't know, I think he's out. You're just out on him. Out on him this week.
I'm trying to support my pick.
All right, that's fair. All right, my next pick. This could be another hook, just right on the line. Hook, line, and sinker got me. Bengals -6 at the Jets. It's desperation time for the Bengals. They don't win by at least 6 points. That they have some issues.
That's the weird thing about these lines is in the last game 6 points felt like a lot. In this, it doesn't feel like anything.
No,
They should win by at least 2 touchdowns.
that's what I was gonna say.
Why is it only 6?
Yeah, because they've looked bad, and it's at the Jets, and the Jets. Joe has played the Bengals many of times. He's not worried about playing the Bengals. And this Jets team, they have gotten it done without Zach Wilson, and I think they're riding off that win last week. So I don't know. I guess it's kind of
You
talking
picked the
against me.
Bengals.
I was just all right. Give me a sec. That being said, this is a Bengals team that was just in the Super Bowl, and they're facing the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Logic
the
seems pretty
logic
sound
adds
there.
up.
Yeah, the logic seems pretty fair.
They're also 0-2. They have to be desperate this week. Like, this is a must-win. They cannot lose.
Oh,
They
this
can't
is
start
this is must.
0-3, and it can't come to the Jets.
Yeah, this is a must win for the Bengals. For Joe Burrow's like greatness status, for Jamar Chase's status, like for everything. It all
Mhm.
they have to win this week.
It would be catastrophic.
I agree.
If they did not win this game.
I 100% agree. All right.
Finishing up my third favorite game of the week, desperation game. Got Raiders -2 at the Titans. Where does the loser of this game go?
Home.
Season's over.
Yeah, they go home.
Yeah. I think the Raiders are better.
I was looking at this line too, and I also like the Raiders. They definitely are better than the Titans, just with the Devontae Adams aspect of it. That should what happened last week with him getting 2 catches should never happen again. And
no, well, and like who on Tennessee is gonna
cover
line
him
up across from him?
Yeah, Caleb Farley, great. He'll get torched. I agree. And the Titans are a one-trick pony, and the pony is 45 years old. So, I mean, not that old, but he feels like he's ancient. He feels like he's ancient now, doesn't it?
It's because he gets 500 carries a year. And you see him more than you would see a normal back of his age.
Yeah, and they've only been saying that the past 5 years on fantasy, like, oh, this could be the year he drips down because of all the carries, and I think it's finally hit.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been good at all these first 2 weeks.
No.
And that was literally like the bread and butter of this team was just
that was it. That was their game plan.
Give him the ball every play.
Their season was like, all right, Derek's our season, and without Derek, we're gonna.
And that was why Tannehill was like a serviceable quarterback.
Yep. And now he's not.
Hand the ball off and not throw interceptions.
And now he can't do that.
Yep. It is their first home game of the year, I think. Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, they weren't.
The Giants at home.
Okay.
I expect a lot of Raider fans in Tennessee as well.
Really? You think they're going to Nashville?
They're everywhere.
That's true. The black hole travels.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go down the rest of the week slate. Let's look at the Commanders game. Let's look at the Pats game, and then all the other ones that jump out at us. Commanders, Eagles. You texted me a nightmare that you had yesterday. Would you like to share your nightmare?
I don't know if it's as much of a nightmare as just a preview of things that happen.
The truth.
Like a prophecy, maybe. I had a dream that I had to come on this podcast today. The dream was that they played last night, and I had to come on today and talk about how terrible Carson Wentz was. And I don't know if it's because I had the dream or because I'm pessimistic or because the team's actually just not good. I could not be less excited for this game. I am seriously dreading it, and I might bet every other 1 o'clock game just so I don't have to focus on it. All signs are pointing to just a disgusting performance. They just got beat by the Lions. It's Hurts' revenge game because Wentz was a dick to him when they were in Philly. I read this story about how, like, when they first drafted Hurts, like, Carson Wentz acted like he was the cool guy and, like, wouldn't include Hurts and stuff and, like, didn't sit with him or anything or talk to him. He acted like he wasn't there. Carson Wentz, he's got to be the fakest person on earth then, because he seems like so nice and so down to earth during his interviews. But when there's smoke, there's fire, and there's been a lot of stories about how he was a jerk on the Eagles. It's gonna be all Eagle fans there. It's like, and Wentz doesn't handle pressure well, so there's literally nothing. Like, give me something.
All right, I'll give you something. I can give you something. Your weapons are great. Your receivers are really good. I guess your running backs are all right, but your receivers are really good. It's a divisional game, so you never know. That's your rule, you never know what's going on in a divisional game.
It's true.
The Eagles have looked good, but I think it's funny. This, I get fooled by this Commanders defense every time I see it. I get fooled.
They're not good.
I get fooled. I feel like an idiot.
It's puzzling.
No, I feel like a moron every time, and I can't understand it. It doesn't process around my brain that when you look at on paper the defense that it's bad. It just doesn't make sense in my brain.
And you look at the coaching staff too, and
yeah, exactly.
You would expect two like classic defensive guys running the show. You'd think that they would have their stuff together, and every week it's the same story.
So I'm tired of falling for it. So I'm not even going to give you that. You have good receivers, and it's a divisional game. That's what you got.
Yeah.
Sorry for taking it away from you. Yeah, sorry for
not doing it for me.
I don't know what to tell you. That's what we got. So
I'm more excited for Maryland, Michigan.
You're in deep. You're in real
deep.
But
that's not me saying that I'm excited for the Maryland game. I think I am a little bit.
You're just more excited.
I am actively dreading this game. I'm gonna go out for the game so that every other game is on the TVs and I don't have to solely focus on this.
All right, well then let's move on. Let's move on. Pats Ravens. Look, Pats beat them in New England.
This is a weird one.
So the line is
this game is
plus the line is +3 Pats. They're at New England. Vince Wilfork's getting his Hall of Fame jacket during halftime. That's cool.
That's big. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is. That should shift the line at least a point or two.
That's at least a point.
I was gonna say that should be a point or two. They beat him. What, that Cam Newton year when it poured in a monsoon and they beat him
in the fog?
Yeah, in the fog and the monsoon.
No, that was
it was rain. It was a monsoon.
Right. The fog was the Falcons game.
Yeah, the fog was the Falcons game. So, I don't know. Like, Bell, I think he's smart enough to know how to beat Lamar Jackson. I don't know if his players are smart enough to know how to beat Lamar Jackson.
Not even smart enough. Good enough.
Yeah, no, yeah, just capable. You're right. Not even smart enough, just capable of doing it.
The game plan can be there, but they still might stink.
Yeah, you're right. I like the dog mentality. I'm for it. I'm not too, like, I think this is a type of game where, like, and I feel like I've been bad with the Pats where it's just like, look, they could lose all these games or they could win all these games. Like, like I'm kind of not giving like my fair stance, but that's how I feel. Like, this team is up and down and they have the good game plan. I think they can beat them. If not, I think they're gonna get slaughtered. So
you don't think it's like close game regardless? You think it's either they pull it out or they get smoked?
No, I feel like there could definitely be, yeah, because I could see this Pats team specifically just like on like 4 or 5 plays just giving up the game over and over and over again, where it's like we have them, it's 3rd and 10 or whatever, and we just let them run for a touchdown or whatever, and have to do it all over again to try to get to touchdown.
The Ravens defense is vulnerable.
I gotta look at this injury report because if I keep looking at this injury report, I'm gonna start getting ideas that I don't like, which is that the Ravens are that the Patriots
become more confident.
Yeah. Let me see. All right, week 3 today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players on the injury report, including 4 cornerbacks, their starting quarterback, their starting running back, second wide receiver.
All right. Well, Jackson was full participation. Dobbins was full participation.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm not.
Nobody didn't participate.
Oh, that's fair. But did not participate. Marcus Peters didn't participate. Did Marlon Humphrey did not also participate. So, today's Thursday.
No, I'm looking at Thursday.
Yeah, no, my bad.
Today's Friday.
You're right. Today is, man, I'm really losing my week. You're right. Everyone played. Good point. You've thought it out. All right, so no excuses then. They all played.
Yep. This is the second stinker of the week in terms of lines. The Colts is the first one, and then this one.
Yeah, this one's weird. It's definitely weird. But I don't know. I think it can go either way. I think this could kind of be a coin flip game.
The Ravens, I feel like this year are just not going to be all that special.
They don't have they have Bateman, and he's looked good so far.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have that. They don't have anything else. They have him and Andrews and Jackson. Those are your three options. Otherwise, they don't even throw to them.
One more thing in your favor: 80% of bets are on the Ravens.
Oh, I love it. Keep the dog mentality going, then. All right. I got nothing else to say about this game. So let's move on. Next game we got that wasn't a wise pick. Saints Panthers, another stinker on the lines, -2.5. Is Jameis? Is he just playing?
I think so. There's pain everywhere.
I was looking at the waiver wires on fantasy football, and I saw that Taysom Hill was a tight end, and I was like, I went, are they really doing this again? Where we could just let a starting quarterback play as tight end? Is that actually happening?
Why did I still don't understand why he was listed as a tight end. He's not a tight end.
Who knows what the fuck he is? He's a nuisance. That's what he is. He's a pain in the ass.
I haven't looked at their depth chart, so I don't know where. If he's listed as a tight end on fantasy, that has to mean that he's listed there on the depth chart, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm curious. But I'm sure
he is.
He's listed as tight end.
Wait, did you know they had Andy Dalton?
Yeah, I do that.
I did not know that. Yeah, Taysom Hill is listed as their third string tight end.
Oh,
that's really strange.
That is strange. I'm so sick of him.
And that's.
This game is gonna also. I want to point out this game's gonna suck too. This game's not gonna be fun to watch. The under, whatever. Wait, what's the over under? Saints Panthers.
41.
It's 41. I still might go over. I mean under. Still might go under.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a snooze fest.
Be 20 points scored in this game.
Yeah, there's not, because the Saints defense is good, so the Panthers are not gonna get any of their explosive plays. And
McCaffrey's on the injury report.
McCaffrey's back on the injury report. And look, I'm out on this game. All I need is Mike Thomas touchdowns. That's all I want.
I need DJ Moore to stop being DJ less and get me some points.
All right, Chargers Jags. The only thing
spicy.
Is Herbert playing?
That's what I looked it up and I couldn't figure it out. The line moved. The line was at 7.5, and now it's at 3. So that has to mean that he's not going to play, right? It says rumored as out.
Look, trusting in that Chargers team doctor, I don't know how anyone could do that. So we're gonna find out.
That guy still has a job. How is that possible?
Did you hear that Tyrod Taylor's suing him after 3 years of his punctured lung being happening? Why are you waiting now, Tyrod? Should have done it while you're on the team. Hell, get his ass fired.
That makes no sense to me. And how they trust him with literally the franchise.
Yeah, I don't know why you could put the franchise in that guy's hand.
Yeah.
So
at least he wasn't dealing drugs like the Redskins' old trainer.
So, how are we thinking about this game? If Herbert doesn't play, I like the Jags. When have the Chargers ever? When have they ever won these types of games with their starting quarterback?
What do you mean these types of games?
The games that they're supposed to win.
That's fair. I don't know if I'm ready to be in on the Jags yet, though.
I think it's just it's gonna come out where it's Herbert has a broken rib and he's out for the whole season and they're gonna get destroyed 40-0. It's gonna make no sense. It's the Chargers. I can't. I get the roster. I get everything. But if not even Herbert's there, how am I supposed to trust him with anything else?
Yeah, no, it's a stay away game, I think.
Definitely.
Because the Jags are so hard to figure out right now.
Yep. I agree.
And the Chargers are the Chargers. So those are two things that, like, if you can't be confident in either team, then just stay away from it.
I agree. And it's Herbert's supposed to break the mold of the Chargers chargering. And if he's not there, then they're just right in the mold. They are the mold. They're just the Chargers.
Well, you said Chase Daniel. He's very, like, down to earth.
Yeah, great for Chase.
I feel like
that is so.
I feel like nothing weird happens when he's on the field.
That's true.
Which actually is going to benefit them a lot.
That's true. He
if
brings
this was like a Tyrod Taylor game or a Phil game, there would be some wacky shit going on.
No, and there could have been some other backups that could have been thrown in.
Yeah, he is the perfect. I mean, he's the perfect backup for anybody, but especially for this team that does not handle chaos well.
I agree.
The least chaotic player in the NFL.
I'm gonna make sure it's Chase Daniels, because I'm gonna look. Okay.
He'll throw for like 180 yards, maybe a touchdown. Probably no picks.
See, you saying that does not make sure, like, that doesn't sound like they're winning the game.
Trevor Lawrence against this defense, I don't think that goes well.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I don't think he does well in
that. But I don't know.
All right, stay away. Putting the official stamp on it. Stay away. Speaking of stay away, Rams Cardinals. I hate watching these two teams play against each other. It's never fun.
Kind of like the Cardinals this week.
No,
it's like the
say.
Seinfeld, like the when Jerry's girlfriend hates George so much. You know, and he says she finds me or she hates me so much that it's irresistible. Well, that's how I feel this. Like the Rams have been, like not impressive at all. They're going on the road for the first time. I hate the Cardinals so much that I like them. And I feel like the Rams always beat them. Talk me out of it.
Look, so the Rams can't run the football. They can't do it. So when they were, what's the line?
The Cardinals can't either.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
like, there's gonna be 110 passes thrown in this game.
Oh, definitely. The only running is from Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like 3.5. I can't trust the Rams with 3.5 because
they're not going to close it out.
They're not going to close it out. It's going to be a close game no matter what. And I think the Rams are going to play close games the whole season because of this.
They are.
And
like Stafford also. He's a guy that you trust when you're losing the game to like go down and tie it up. He's not a guy that you trust when you're up 14 and you just need to sit on the ball.
No, because he's throwing the pick. Yeah,
he'll throw a pick 2 plays into the drive, and all of a sudden it's a ball game again.
Definitely.
Or they'll just have a punt blocked.
I just can't see. I get like, I'll give you why the Rams are winning this game, and it's because the Cardinals won last week. It's because of that great win they won in overtime. I do like that. They're waiting for disappointment to come, and it's gonna come in the form of the Super Bowl champs kicking their ass, hopefully.
Yeah, and they always beat them.
Yeah,
always. At least since McVay.
Hell, they beat him with Wolford, didn't they? In the playoffs. Wasn't that John Wolford when they had? Wasn't Goff
Seattle
injured?
They beat.
Oh, Seattle they beat. Weird.
Yeah.
All right.
No, last year they bludgeoned.
Yeah, they torched him in the playoffs.
It's an embarrassing performance.
All right. The afternoon game of the week. Bucks Packers.
Under.
Oh yeah, major under. Oh, the only thing, it's funny. It's like the tale of the two teams. They're almost like the same.
They're very similar.
It's like
very similar.
They have the old diva quarterback,
historically great quarterback.
Diva,
who has diva and has no receivers.
Yep.
And has just been getting carried by defense.
Defensive running game.
I guess the Packers lost week 1, but
getting carried by defensive running game. Those are the two things that both these teams are living off of. So it's going to be a grudge match. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty gross.
But it'll be cool just because it's Rodgers Brady. Every time it's Rodgers Brady, it's cool.
It's gonna be annoying though that Joe Buck is not announcing this game. I feel like this is the first time I'm really gonna notice it. Like a 4 o'clock Fox game.
Yeah, and it's not Joe Buck.
It's
So
not gonna be Joe Buck.
he's Monday night now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that crew moved.
Yeah, it's Joe and Aiken, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. That game. What are we thinking for this game? It's the line's 1. That I don't like at all. I don't like the line being 1. It gives me
The
nothing.
home team, I guess.
What?
Take the home team, I guess. The Bucks are at home.
Yeah, that's what I would. And it's every time it's Brady Rodgers, Brady kicks his ass. So, that's where I would think too.
True. The Bucks defense is also better.
Yeah, I think it's much better than the Packers defense.
So I think that's
100% sure.
Another aspect of it.
All right, Falcons Seahawks. That's a game that's happening this weekend.
Don't pay attention until there's like 5 minutes left because then something crazy will happen.
It'll get wild.
But there's in Seattle and the Falcons are playing there. That's a recipe for chaos.
All I have to say is that this game will be played this weekend because you won't notice it. You won't realize. But people will be there.
It's going to be like the pest on Red Zone that keeps interrupting.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like, get Geno Smith and Marcus Mariota off my TV screen. I want to see what's happening with Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even care if it's Tom just driving down the field and it's them getting a touchdown. Like, show me Tom driving down the field. I don't want to see them get a touchdown.
No one cares about this game.
I agree.
Not even for fantasy purposes. Like, who do you even have? Metcalf, I guess.
Metcalf.
Pitts.
What's the? Yeah, great Pitts. You probably benched him this week. That it's funny if you have. Yeah, Patterson. That's what I was thinking.
I think he's questionable this week.
If you have Pitts, it sucks so much because it's like you have to start him every week because he's Kyle Pitts, and
because you probably didn't draft the backup tight end because you drafted Kyle Pitts,
and he sucks.
He has time.
No, and I don't even blame him.
Totally.
He's getting like 2 targets a game. So,
well, I mean, they probably have the defense has nobody else to focus on. They just wipe him out of the game if they want to.
There you go. That's a good.
It's not like that unstoppable for force. Like, yeah, we'd rather have Drake London catch 8 balls than Kyle Pitts. That's perfectly fine.
All I have to say is we've talked too much about this game.
Yep, that's true.
All right, the Sunday night we have to see Russ again on primetime.
Under.
Oh, it's a major under vibes. Again. This is gonna be a scrappy game. Major under vibes. I'm all in.
Jimmy G is going to Denver getting a win.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, I was about to say I'm all in on Jimmy G.
Love it.
I don't know what the line is, but I'm hammering the Niners. They're favored. They're favored in Denver. All I have to say, if this is Trey Lance, they're not favored. They're not favored at all.
No, I don't think they are.
They're not. They're really not. This is Jimmy G. This is Jimmy's team. I'm like ride or die with these Niners. I don't know. Like ever since the Jimmy aspect, I'm all in. I'm all. Well,
that was how you remember how I was last season. I hated him so much.
Yeah.
And it said, like
you said it at the beginning of the season. Before Trey was the starter, you were like, I'm all in on Jimmy.
Yeah, I was. I didn't want to see Trey Lance on the field at all. I couldn't care less. 75% of the money is on the Niners, which I don't like. But like Russ has to show me something before I can even think about betting on him.
Exactly. He needs to score like 20 points at least
yeah, seriously.
Give me something.
And he couldn't do it against the Texans or the Seahawks. This Niners defense is actually good.
Yep. No, and as we said Tuesday, now that Jimmy's at quarterback, it's just the same team that went to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship. Mm-hmm. So let's ride. Let's ride. Giants Cowboys. I'm actually really excited for this game. Just because of what's his name? Season debut of the 5th overall
Thibodeau.
pick. Yeah, Thibodeau. I just want to see what he looks like.
yeah, I don't want to watch this game at all.
All right. Well, who do you think?
Because I either have to watch the Cowboys go 2-1 with Cooper Rush, or the Giants be 3-0.
It's true.
And
Both.
Either
both
way,
terrible.
it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, both terrible.
How many times do you think Michael Parsons sacks Daniel Jones?
Oh, probably.
7?
Probably
12?
Is he getting 24 this game? Like, I don't know. Daniel, I just need to. When we're getting gift Daniel Jones on primetime, I just gotta ride with it.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, I just want to see what's next. What is he?
As long as you accept this game for what it is, you can make it fun.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Cooper Rush versus. It's Cooper Rush versus Daniel Jones.
This is the Daniel Jones show, and I'm here for it. And it's like you sprinkle in a little Saquon.
Yep.
And a little Parsons, I guess, and it makes it a little bit exciting. But Daniel Jones is, if you're in the right mindset, I think he's fun to watch.
Oh no! If you know that like just goofy shit's gonna happen, like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, if you're not a Giants fan,
Looney Tunes ass shit is gonna happen.
Yeah.
So just be ready for it,
especially in prime time.
Yeah. It's
all right. I'm swayed.
You're excited. Now. You're excited for the game.
I'm gonna get all my homework done before 8.
All right. I'm glad you're excited. All right. That's the slate.
NFC Beast Brawl too.
Yeah, NFC Beast is always.
But no one asked for.
No one ever asked.
It's not the 1980s.
No, it hasn't been. It hasn't been the 90s in 30 years now, guys. Come on. All right, let's shift gears a little bit. Unless you have any other NFL things to discuss before.
Yep.
But let's shift gears real quick to the Boston Celtics. I should be talking about how they're setting up themselves, getting ready for a championship run, trying to get back to the finals, trying to win. And we're fucking cursed. This team is cursed. And I guess, sure, they have the most championships. Like, how cursed can they possibly be? The past 10 years, 5 years, since 2008, they've been nothing but cursed.
Sorry.
So let's bring it down for the fellas at home that maybe aren't aware of the situation. Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka is being suspended the whole season for cheating on his wife. I get it. Don't cheat on your wife. I'm not condoning it. But the whole season?
So did you see the Matt Barnes clip?
No.
On Twitter?
No.
So I guess last night he posted something defending Udoka. And today he released a video saying, I erased my post. I've heard a little bit more about what's going on, and it's a much deeper situation than what has been reported. And then he's like, prayers to everyone involved. And I was like, what could possibly be going on?
When they first dropped the news,
and I'm so ready for like the Deadspin article about it.
Dude, the first drop, like the first initial drop was like, basically it was just like Ime Udoka did something and he's gonna get suspended. And it was like, this guy could have been the pilot, this guy could have been a terrorist organization leader. Like, who knows what he could have been doing? Because that's
on Epstein Island.
Yeah, he could have been on Epstein Island. Who knows? And like, it from what is reported right now, I'm gonna give my opinion because I didn't hear that Mike Barnes piece. I'm gonna give my opinion. The problem
with the Barnes thing is like there was no detail.
No, there's never any detail.
Just him. So you just trust his word that there's something more to what has already been released.
So, as someone who only views it from the public and can only see, of course I have no insider information. They think I have any goddamn Celtics information, but from what I've heard, that for just him cheating on his wife with another employee, I get it's against their guidelines, it's against his contract probably, but this team has to win an NBA championship or else I'm going to cut my dick off or something. Like, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know what's going to happen if they don't win an NBA championship within the next 2 years. And now this whole year, is this year going to be wasted? Like, how is this team going to look now without their head coach? This head coach is the only reason why this team was even in the finals. So what does this team look like now? How? What?
Oh,
No, and there's
that's
it's
Brad
not
coach.
it's not an what's a yeah, Brad's probably gonna coach, or their interim coach is their assistant, so it's just gonna be Brad puppeting him the whole time. Which I like Brad Stevens. That's fine, but I also like Ime Udoka, and he did wonders for this team. So I don't know what this does for the Celtics timeline, and it really scares me.
You think head coach matters that much?
I think the culture matters. I think he built a culture there that has now
Mhm.
been shattered by whatever allegations or whatever he actually did. So I don't know. Like I hope the team I hope the team doesn't just like throw out his what they learned last year from him and played that. Like I hope they play the same type of basketball, because that was the type of basketball that was winning games and working. And sure, their offense had some struggles, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the coach or the players. And you're right. How much does a head coach matter in the basketball? Well, I guess this year we'll find out.
Mhm.
And I'm
If
tired.
it's one of his assistants taking over, though, there can't be that much of a change.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I would think, at least. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's a weird situation, and I don't know why he's suspended a whole year.
I just
But
I
I
don't.
don't know if it's that big of a deal.
All right, thank you for calming me down. Because I'm at like the world is falling type fan right now.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
All right.
Until the Deadspin article comes out about the toxic culture within the Boston organization.
Which is probably gonna happen.
Yeah. Something's coming. I know that.
Dude.
And when I saw that Matt Barnes video, I was like, oh boy, something's coming out, and it's not about the Washington Redskins and Dan Snyder. Give
The
it to me. I want to hear it.
the Celtics also they not wasted, but waited a whole day to release a statement.
Yeah, I just saw the breaking today was that they had officially suspended him.
And that was the only statement, was that we're officially suspending him for no reasons given. It's just it's a weird situation that seems like should be happening in Washington. And I don't like it.
I didn't hear what Brad said. I know he had a press conference.
Brad did. He said he said something like he feels for all the women in the situation or whatever, and like he was like I feel for, cuz he basically was like all these Twitter rumors and stuff that are coming out, it puts people in a bad situation. I hope no one gets, like, I guess has any problems based off just Twitter allegations. Because who knows, they might have been going, they might have been saying like he's sleeping with this assistant or this assistant, and I don't know. It seems like they found out the girl though, and it was consensual sex. Let's make that aware.
I saw, of course, there was people tweeting out like, "Hey, just a friendly reminder that Deshaun Watson got 11 games, or 25 allegations of non-consensual sex,
Yeah,
and he's getting a whole year for one relationship."
yeah, and it's like that type of. What also sickens me in this day of like this 21st century is that the fact that Woj just like has this info and can tweet it out is very appalling. Does it not? The fact, like,
Yeah.
there's no way Ime Udoka gave him the green light. Go ahead, go send it out. The fact that this information's out there is scary, I think.
I mean, it's like
their
like
private
the Office
lives.
episode when Michael finds out that Stanley's cheating on his wife.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like their business should be their business. I think no matter what their profession is. I mean, I guess unless it's like, the president of the United States, but
that would be fascinating.
That would be. It would be. If someone, maybe would.
Well, I mean, that's happened before.
I was gonna say if someone were to, get head in the Oral Office, that'd be pretty cool.
Right.
Overall. Anywho, I woke up this morning just sad about it.
Welcome to my world.
Nah, I know.
I mean, this is what we deal with in Washington once a summer.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes something pops up in the actual season too. And no, it's not fun. Then, because it takes away from the basketball.
Yeah.
Like this isn't reality TV. Like, we watch sports because it's a competitive game.
Yep. We
Not
care about
supposed
the
to be
wins and
serious.
Yeah, we care about the wins and
Right.
losses
Yeah,
more
so
than
when serious things intrude on our love for sports, then it becomes not fun. So yeah, it sucks.
I agree. It also I've already seen rumors like he just might resign and go to another team or
Why didn't they like that seemed like that should have been handled internally.
what do you mean?
Like like them saying, "Hey, you should probably resign." And if not, we're going to suspend you for a year and everyone's going to know why. I guess everyone probably would have known why either way, but resigning would have been less disgraceful than suspending for a year.
They told him they were not going to resign him though. Like they were not going to fire him. They were basically like, we're not going to fire you. We're just going to suspend you for this year.
Well, yeah, but that was like, I don't know. What do you think's worse? I guess
I think
you have
that's
a job after a year, but
no, but it's an organization that threw you under the bus, like not threw you under the bus, but publicized this whole incident and is now rubbed your name through the dirt. He's the one, like he's not a.
I mean, he probably deserves to have his name rubbed through the dirt, though.
Yeah, that's true. But
the woman doesn't.
No, yeah, let's get that out there. But to that degree, though,
like she hasn't yet.
Right,
there's no name.
No, I don't think. There's a picture. I've seen a picture of the assistant quote on. So I guess I'm sure there's a name on who this assistant is, but I don't know, and it's not like it's not a scapegoat because he's the one doing the wrong, but it's like I think it's bad treatment by an organization.
But there's also there's leaks everywhere. In every organization, like Woj is, like you said, it's appalling that he has access to this information, but like this is what he has ins it with every single team.
Yeah, and
like it doesn't matter if this was the Celtics or the Lakers or the Timberwolves. Like it's not like an organizational failure that they let it get out. Like this would happen anywhere.
That's fair.
So I wouldn't give the Celtics too much flack.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. I don't know. I hate the whole situation. I want it all to be done with, and I guess I think it is done with. I guess he's suspended for a year, and he's probably gonna go coach Sixers and win a championship. I'm gonna cry.
Well, did he see Doc Rivers is having some issues of his own?
Oh no, I have not seen any Doc Rivers. So what's up with the Doc this time?
His Twitter activity has been a little suspicious. Say that.
Reported hacked on Twitter. Adult content had a lot of likes.
Yeah, hacked. I think what he didn't realize is that people could see what he was liking.
You gotta really be an idiot if you're in the 21st century and don't realize that people can see what you like on Twitter. It's the whole point of Twitter.
And even if you're looking at porn on Twitter, why are you liking it?
Yeah.
That's just weird.
It is
It's
weird.
one thing to look at Twitter for porn when you're like 80 years old. It's another thing to go through and be like, yes, I like that. Like you're putting your stamp of approval on it.
Yeah, no, it's weird. And it's like, it's it's gonna sound like if you're, say you're not on Twitter and you're on another website, it's not like you're liking it on that website.
It's true.
You know, it's not like you're
right. Yeah.
Let's give me a like on that one. Like, come on, it's porn.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, it's porn.
It's a red flag.
That's funny. I'm in for any Doc Rivers story.
Yeah. Or any old guy being like.
Yeah, being creepy on Twitter.
On social media.
Yeah.
The best.
There's nothing will beat Lordy.
I was about to say the best was the Super Bowl halftime show when all of the journalists were just like, "Oh,
yeah." The Lordy came up.
Lordy tweet was an all timer.
Who I gotta
figure Super Bowl halftime show by a mile. Lordy.
Oh
man.
But What? Go ahead.
Got anything to wrap it up?
I was just gonna say you're now you calm me down a little bit. I think the team will be fine.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but it's not the end of the world.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the help.
Yeah,
You're a
While we're
veteran
on
of having to deal with scandals.
yeah, right. This is not my first rodeo.
No.
And usually it's not like that. It's like, oh, this is the end of the world.
Yeah. True.
But sometimes it works in our favor, which.
Hey, maybe Brad will be back. That'll
will
be.
stay.
I'm fine with Brad.
Speaking of what goes on in Washington, Robert Sarver is selling the team after like a week of these allegations, and Dan Snyder, it's been like 2 years. So, what's the deal there?
I think the deal is
you know
that
how easy it was to get Sarver out of there.
I think
the
issue.
Quick.
I think the issue is that Sarver's a cheap bastard and just wanted to sell the team anyways.
I guess it's possible.
I think they just gave him an excuse to finally put it up on the market. But you're right.
It's still disappointing.
Yeah, Dan's out here wasting away in Washington. I guess it's not even like that's not really a story we can really say anything about on the Suns. Like, sure, they're selling their team. I don't know anyone who's gonna buy it. I don't know any millionaires, billionaires.
I think Bezos.
You think
That's what I heard. That could have just been somebody saying something, but
I think that would be cool. That would give some life into Phoenix.
yeah, he's linked. But he's also linked to every team. Even teams that haven't yet been sold.
I agree.
On the market.
I love looking at this. Lakers headlines, for some reason, will always take over everything. I looked up the Suns, and I'm looking at the headlines. Lakers news. Lakers hater Bill Simmons lists 8 best franchises to buy. It's like, okay.
8 best franchises to buy?
Yeah, I think he did it on his newest pod because the Suns are selling their. Hell, he should buy a team. I think he was gonna buy the Timberwolves or he at some point at the beginning of his book. He says that
he's not that rich.
No, he's not. You're right. Not buy. He was gonna be the GM of the Timberwolves.
What?
Yeah, a couple years ago. I think in 2010 he was supposed to be the GM, but it never turned into fruition.
It's a pretty ridiculous move.
Yeah, it could also just be like one of those things that he just says.
Mm-hmm.
All right, College Corner. I mean, we kind of did a lot of College Corner. I guess
I said it earlier. I'm excited. A little bit.
I'm just excited for a night game.
Yeah, we got Big Noon, so just get it over with quick.
Big Noon's the worst.
Well, at least it's not home though. So I have to get up at the crack
that's
of dawn
true.
and start tailgating.
Yeah, that's true.
It's at the Big House in Michigan.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I don't know. Big Game Boomer doesn't seem to think that Michigan's all that good, and he knows everything.
Yeah, Big Game Boomer. He's our Lord and Savior. So
we did pick him to win.
All I have to say is we were talking about an audience like coming in, fans in the stands last week, specifically for Maryland. South Carolina versus Charlotte 49ers sold out.
Congrats.
Thank you. I just wanted to point that out. Like it's the severity. It's not like me, like, I don't give a shit. But it's the fact that it's the SEC. We'll sell out against Charlotte, and we're not even a good SEC team.
It does. It means more.
Yeah, it does. It just means more.
Say that, and it's true.
Just means more. We better put up 50.
Yeah, you need a convincing win this week.
Like,
I mean, Charlotte's not good.
No. And we the Georgia State game. We only won by 24. We need 21.
Charlotte's way worse than Georgia State.
No,
Didn't Georgia State beat Nebraska?
Oh, did they?
Or was that Georgia Southern?
Georgia State. No, they lost to Charlotte 42-41. So I guess they're not that much.
Oh, they lost to Charlotte?
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte's looked atrocious against Maryland.
All I gotta say is I better see some goddamn touchdowns from Rattler. I need some damn highlight plays from him because he's giving us some.
He threw 6 touchdowns. Talia threw 4 in the first half, and then I think
Yeah, wait. I'm looking up the Maryland Charlotte game, and they better be the similar stats, if not better. Yeah, let's look at these stats. 56-21, 4 tutties, 3. Yeah, that's what I want to see. 4 tutties,
Talia
right
was
under 400.
27 for 31 passing the ball.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
So it's pretty decent stat line.
All right, that's all I got for College Corner.
I just keep looking up pictures of JJ McCarthy, Michigan quarterback. He's just such a little boy.
JJ.
Such a little boy.
It's a little boy name.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah. Did you ever look at him?
Oh, yeah, we looked at him last episode. I remember. He looks like he should start in a Netflix series and he's the quarterback in the Netflix series.
Just quit. Well, that's what I'm basing my excitement off of the appearance of the opposing team's quarterback, who I haven't watched play. So that usually goes well.
Goes great.
But like at some point they have to win a big game or get an upset, right?
I agree.
Some point. Maybe this is
that's what I'm like with the he went to IGM. JJ. But I'm in the same boat with the Cox. Eventually we got to get there. So this could be it. This could be the week. Excited for you, Chris. Hopefully, yeah. No, I'm talking about you guys. I'm facing Charlotte.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That doesn't really seem like a big spot, but
no, I'm just saying throughout the season, there's got to be one of these SEC teams that we beat.
That's true.
Like besides Missouri and Vanderbilt, the other one of the other 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anywho, is that all we got?
That's all I got.
All right. That's all I got too. So thank you all for listening. Hope you all enjoyed. Bet the Wise picks. They've been doing good. I'm parlaying them all up. I can't believe the first week I parlayed them all up and put the Pats on there. Anywho,
Heartbreaking.
Thank you all for listening. Go Patriots. Go Commanders, Chris? Or are you just not even going to say it?
No, they're not. I thought they had a bye this week.
All right. We'll see everybody on